Back with another one, Rick's Moment. And we're here on this beautiful Saturday. And we have a couple topics to talk about. And I want to invite Miss Soraya again.
Hello,
Appreciate
everyone.
you coming,
Thanks.
as always. So the one I would like to talk about, I don't know if we ever got into it, but the one I would like to discuss today is about imagination. And how has imagination played a part in your life? And how have you used it and good things like that, right?
Yes.
So I'll let you explain about imagination and what's the good thing about the imagination for you.
Well, I think imagination is something that is so powerful, and it's something that it should be enforced and reinforced in our society. And it's really, really sad when, years ago they didn't find it important to keep art schools and basically the different types of the arts, the social arts, the performing arts and things like that, when that helps define our purpose in life and help giving to the world and our creativities and our incomes, that we should be making a passion and helping us be our most authentic self instead of following somebody else or working for the other man, which of course isn't wrong. There's people that do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But imagination, I think, is more powerful and more important and stronger than just intelligence. The more imaginative that you are, that I feel like the more you have an emotional intelligence, the more you're smarter than anybody that's book smart in school, though, or step on other people's toes because they only think in a neurotypical logical way.
Yeah.
And that's only factual and logical. You have to have some type of innovative creativity about you. And I just feel like it's very important to have an imagination, because hence, how can you not how are you going to go forward if you can't imagine your reality?
Yeah.
And imagine whether it may be you do it with a vision board or your head, or you write it, or you meditate on it when you practice thinking about it, believing in it, hence positive manifestations. How can you not have anything in your head or care for wanting to think about anything or be creative in anything and then expect for your life to change all of a sudden and be positive and successful? But I think some balance and a little bit of being a realist, goes hand in hand and goes in play this as well, because we are in this type of reality as well.
Right.
Not we can only do so much, but we gotta catch up sometimes, because sometimes we learn here to be human. So sometimes we gotta keep learning being human and know that we have that power on the other side. But that would go into if people believe in limitations or not, not in a negative way. But that's basically, long story short, but never with Soraya. Imagination, I think, holds the key to success, honestly.
Yeah. Yes. It's kind of piggybacking from what you were saying, is that there is a how could you ever really you can't really be successful unless you actually can imagine it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Regardless if it's a dream board or whatever it is that will take you to that place, but I think you have to imagine it and see yourself as that person, or whatever it is, that a relationship, or let's say if it's abundance of money, or the new house, and so on and so forth. I think you have to imagine that and actually feel, how does that feel to own that brand new house, or to own the millions in the bank, or good health, and so on and so forth. That is one of our higher faculties, is your imagination. Your imagination is very, very key. And for me, I personally try to imagine as much as I could, even if it takes me to maybe putting on something with some affirmations, or it's something that I see on YouTube. I just try to, watch that and visualize myself being in that place, or visualize myself getting that, or whatever the case may be, that I want. But I definitely think that imagination is very, very, very important. if you're ever gonna accomplish something in life, which, like I said, you have to see yourself being that before you can before you actually can bring it in the 3D, or you can manifest it. You got to see it first. See yourself as whatever it is, once again, that you want.